topic is bonds in brickwork or brickwork bonds. Some definitions or terms should be clear before discussing the bonds in brickwork. So some technical terms. First is stretcher. A stretcher is the longer face of the brick. That is stretcher. Second is header. A header is the shorter face of the brick. That is 9 by 9 centimeter. The standard size of the brick is 19 centimeter length, 9 centimeter width, and 9 centimeter is height. So header is 9 by 9 centimeter. Third is lap. Lap is the horizontal distance between the vertical joints of successive brick courses. Brick course means brick layer. This is the elevation of wall. This is the longer face of the brick. This is stretcher. This is shorter face of brick. This is header. And, this is the lap. Horizontal distance between two joints. Joint should be breaks in alternate. Joint discontinuous. Should be discontinuous. And this is the imaginary line joining the joints of wall. This is the perpend. And some closures. First is queen closure. It is the very important term, queen closure, for making the bonds in brickwork. It is a portion of a brick obtained by cutting a brick lengthwise into two portions. Thus, a queen closure is a brick which is half as wide as the full brick. This is also known as queen closure half or queen closure. This is the queen closure, width half and length full. Next is bat. It is the portion of the brick cut across the width. Thus, a bed is smaller in length than the full brick. This is the bed. This is half bed. This is 3/4 bed. These are the some technical terms. Bonds in brickwork. Some rules for bonding. For getting good bond, the following rules should be observed. First, the bricks should be of uniform size. The length of the brick should be twice its width plus one joint, so that uniform lap is obtained. Good bond is not possible if lap is non-uniform. This is the first rule or condition for good bonding. The amount of lap should be minimum 1/4 brick along the length of the wall and half brick across the thickness of the wall. Use of brick bats should be discouraged except in special locations, but bats are used. Now, types of bonds. Following are the types of bond provided in brickwork. First is stretcher bond. First is stretcher bond. Stretcher bond or stretching bond is the one in which all the bricks are laid as stretchers on the face of wall. This is the stretcher bond. All bricks laid on stretcher. This is the stretcher, longer face of the brick. This is the stretcher bond, and in this wall, thickness of the wall is half brick thick. Half brick thickness wall. Second is header bond. Header bond or heading bond is the one in which all the bricks are laid as headers on the face of wall. The wall is equal to 1 brick thick wall. The overlap is usually kept equal to half the width of brick, that is 4.5 centimeter. This is achieved by using 3/4 brick bat in each alternate course as coin. Coin means corner of the wall. This is the header bond, and thickness of the wall is 1 brick thick wall, 19 centimeter. And third bond is English bond. It is the very important bond in brickwork for civil engineers. This is the most commonly used bond for all wall thicknesses. This bond is considered to be the strongest. This is the English bond elevation of wall. This is stretcher in first course and stretcher course, and second course is header course. All in first course all bricks are laid on stretcher, and in second course all bricks are laid on headers, and then stretcher course after that header course, and this is the queen closure after the first header. Queen closure placed in header course after the first header for breaking the joint. In English bond, in order to break the vertical joints in the successive courses, it is essential to place queen closure after the first header in each heading course. In each heading course. Also, only headers A used for the hearting of thicker walls. This is the plan of English bond. Every alternate header comes centrally over the joint between two stretchers in course below. These are the salient features of English bond. Third is, in the stretcher course, the stretchers have a minimum lap of 1/4, 1/4 their length over headers. And there is no continuous vertical joint. This is the condition for bonding, no continuous vertical joint. Course showing stretchers on the front face wall also show stretchers on the back face. The hearting or middle portion of each of the thicker wall consists entirely of headers. In middle portion of thick walls, central portion or hearting consists entirely of headers. This is some salient features of English bond. This is the different thicknesses of wall. Alternative course will show either header or stretcher in elevation. The number of vertical joints in the header course are twice the number of vertical joints in the stretcher course. The joint in the header course are made thinner than the joints in the stretcher course. This is the English bond. Next important bond is Flemish bond. Flemish bonds are of two types. First, double Flemish bond and single Flemish bond. First is double Flemish bond. Double Flemish bond means Flemish bond in facing and Flemish bond in back of the wall. Each course presents the same appearance both in the front face as well as in the back face. Double Flemish bond present better appearance than English bond. This is the Flemish bond. In Flemish bond, every course consists stretcher and header. Every course, stretcher, header, and above second course is header, stretcher, and for by the rules, queue enclosure is placed after the first header or corner header. Features of double Flemish bond: every course consists of header and stretcher placed alternately. The facing and backing of the wall in each course have the same appearance. Queue enclosure are used next to coin header or corner header in every alternate course. And in wall having thickness equal to odd multiple of half bricks, no beds are required. And second is single Flemish bond. This bond can be used for those walls having thickness at least equal to 1.5 brick thick wall. Double Flemish bond facing is done with good quality expensive bricks. In single Flemish bond is the combination of English bond and Flemish bond. In face of the wall there is Flemish bond, and back in back of the wall is English bond. So appearance and strength both are there. Here is a comparison of English bond and Flemish bond. This is a important question. First, English bond is stronger than Flemish bond for walls thicker than 1.5 brick thick wall. Second, Flemish bond gives more pleasing appearance than the English bond. Third is broken bricks can be used in the forms of bat in English bond. However, more mortar is required because of joints is more. Construction with English bond requires greater skill in comparison to English bond. These are the some important types of bonds in brickwork. Thank you.